What's up, guys? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be going over action potentials. So what an action potential is basically an electrical impulse that travels through a cell membrane. So starting off, we have a graph here depicting the cell's charge. On the y-axis, we have voltage measured in millivolts, and the x-axis, we have time measured in milliseconds. So starting off, we have the cell's charge at around 70 millivolts, and this is what we call the resting potential. This charge is maintained through the sodium-potassium pump. This is where 3 sodium ions are pumped out, while 2 potassium ions are pumped in, with the use of 1 ATP. And then as a signal reaches the cell, we can see that it jumps up to around negative 55 millivolts. This is called local depolarization, and it's basically like a threshold. So if this is reached, it's like an all or nothing. So if we have a charge that's negative 54, 53, 52, that signal is not going to be sent through. So if we do reach negative 55, we then move on to depolarization. So this is where those voltage-gated sodium channels open, and that influx of positive sodium ions raises the voltage to around 30 millivolts. And then this is when that signal propagates to adjacent cell membranes. And then after some time, we have what's called repolarization. This is where those sodium channels close, and this is when potassium channels open up. This is also when potassium ions exit the cell and causes the voltage to drop back down to the negatives. But we also have to remember that the potassium channels are slow to close, so it kind of overshoots down to the negative 90 millivolts. This is called hyperpolarization. Let me label these really quick. So this is depolarization, and then this is repolarization. And then back to hyperpolarization, it takes some time to get back to the negative 70. So that time from negative 90 to negative 70 is what we call the refractory period. This is when the cell cannot transmit any more signals during that time. So there you have the basics of action potentials. I hope you guys learned something, and take care.